So I was reading about how James Corden has been saying he tried Ozempic and it didn't work for him because all it did was shrink his appetite. But appetite wasn't the reason he was eating. He was eating for other emotional reasons. And I can definitely relate to this, and it's something I see in my patients. People often think that you prescribe Ozempic and the weight's going to fall off. Well, it doesn't work that way. I think people who've got food addiction, as I've had, maybe still do have, they can override that. You can override that easily. It's not about how hungry you are. Yeah, if you only ate when you're hungry, you would lose weight, but that's not the reason you're eating. You're eating for emotional comfort, or to bury the sadness, or to not feel your emotions, or to manage your stress. And once you start the medication, that does become harder to manage. And I always say to patients, it might come out in other ways because you don't feel as hungry and you don't feel as driven to eating sweet things. So you might be more drawn to smoking or vaping or drinking or risky behavior or drug taking. And these are realities. The key thing is learning to manage your stress, dealing with your underlying trauma, and therefore you'll have less of these patterns. So I saw a patient the other day who's been on the medication for quite a while and is doing amazingly, like lost 25 kg that needed to be lost. But now there's some things going on in the family that are stressful. And this person's saying, I can't eat in the same way, even though I am being slightly drawn to sweet things. So I said, this is the perfect time for us to look at how you're managing your stress while you're on the medication. Because it is providing you with a buffer for your appetite. So what else can we do, in terms of journaling, meditation, going for walks? We actually looked at EFT, emotional freedom technique, tapping. So tapping on certain pressure points that help to relieve stress whilst thinking about something stressful. I feel calmer already. Seriously, it really works, this stuff. So yeah, it's all about looking at different ways of managing your stress. And I think that's the key thing. This medication is amazing. It can be an incredible tool, but it really isn't like a complete magic pill. You still have to do your work. You still have to manage what's going on for you. And I think that's perhaps something that isn't talked about as much as it should be when talking about weight loss medication.